Hi everybody, this is Mr. Mousesan. Um, I can't believe we are at week 4 already. It seems like just yesterday we were all together and now we're approaching what is the second week of April. Um, or the first week of April? I I don't even know anymore. But it seems like time is really flying by. I miss you all very, very much. It's not the same. It really isn't. It's quiet. It's still very quiet. I go out for a walk, or at least try to, every day, um, or around, around the block, and it's quiet out there too. There's not a lot of people out on my street, so uh, but it the time reminds me that we will be together again. Um, when will that be? I don't know, but I know that we will. So hang in there, stay healthy, and stay safe. Okay. Um, with that said, as promised, we are going to finish up this week with O to describe the music part 2. Now, I did mention last week that with this part, you are going to have a small assignment. Here is the assignment for this week with this video. I am going to give you 3 songs for you to choose from, and you are going to choose 2 of those songs, and I want you to describe those songs using the terms we have talked about in the videos, the 2 videos, the part 1 video and the part 2 video. So I'll give you some more details in the assignment that I will post later today. Okay? So that will be due in a couple weeks. So you have some time. All right? Are we ready? Here we go. Oh, to describe the music, part 2. So, in case you're wondering, this guy right here, his name is Arnold. He's listening to music. This was from one of my favorite TV shows growing up back in the um, late 90s, early 2000s, from a show called Hey Arnold. Um, I chose this one. It's supposed to be a GIF, GIF, a GIF. You know, I love to use those in music class. Um, and my computer doesn't like to use GIFs for some reason. So sorry about that. But that's I was trying to use that one. So I like Hey Arnold. Okay, so just a kind of review from last time. We said that. Oop, sorry about that. We said there were a couple ways to describe, or a few ways to describe or talk about the music. We said that there were dynamics. Now, dynamics is just kind of a general or uh, uh, just a big term to kind of really say it's the volume or the change in the volume of the piece, okay, or the song, right? It's not the volume, it's the change in the volume of the piece. That's the thing that's most important there. It's the change in the volume of the piece. Okay? We use these fancy schmancy Italian terms like forte, which means loud, or piano, which means soft. Remember that one from first grade that I kept going over and over again? We played, I think, the Egg Find game where we did the piano, 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 and forte when you got close to the egg. Yeah, I think you all remember that game, right? Okay, And then, of course, there's tempo. The tempo tells us how fast or slow the music moves. Okay, so I think one of the games we played was Adagio and Presto. So if you had to kind of walk like a turtle when you were moving to Adagio, Adagio, and you had to shuffle your feet when you were Presto, Presto, right? So those were ways I kind of helped you remember the difference between adagio and presto, right? Adagio means incredibly slow. Presto means super super fast. Okay. Um, but you're probably thinking, okay, Mr. Mousean, certainly there must be other ways to describe the music. There can't just be two ways. That's absolutely ridiculous. Why did I choose Loki? I don't know. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a great series. Um, well, not Guardians of the Galaxy, but that I like Loki. I like Thor. Great movie, by the way. And I like Loki. He's a villain, but you know, everybody loves a good villain. But like I was saying, there can't just be two ways to describe the music. Well, there aren't. And we've talked about this in music class before, but let's just review. The first one is the expression in the music. It's important that we talk about how music is moving. Now, in the past, we've said things like how smooth or choppy it is. All right, we're in third grade now. So we kind of have to move off words like smooth or choppy. Okay? Um, the reason why I'm saying that is, again, we're in third grade. We need to use bigger words at this point. Um, so I'd like us to use words like legato. Right? Legato is a word that means super smooth. Okay? Think of it like spreading peanut butter on a piece of bread or butter on a piece of bread. It's making me hungry. You're moving from one note to the next without separating or taking any big breaks. Okay? So if you listen to a song that is super legato, which we will in a second, it's really easy to listen to. It's kind of pretty to listen to. Um like Brahms' lullaby. Lullaby and good night. Go to sleep, little darling. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That is super legato. It's super smooth. All the notes are connected. There's really not much of a break in between them. Okay? So that word is legato. It's Italian for smooth or to connect. Staccato. If the notes are staccato, that's the exact opposite of legato. And it means to kind of make it short or broken up. I like to think of it as the notes are bouncing off each other. They're bouncing off the staff. If you look at them on a piece of music, there's a little dot above each note. There in if you're listening to music, the staccato is how should I describe it? The music is exciting. Sometimes it sounds like it's ready to run off the page. Okay, the music can sometimes be really fast when it's staccato. Not always, but usually a lot of the times when music is staccato or the notes are staccato, it's fast. Okay? All right. So those are ways to kind of describe music. And the last one, which we've talked about a little bit, but I kind of want to really kind of push this point home, is the mood and the emotion of the song. Every piece of music you listen to has a message behind this. I've kind of said that. And because every piece of music has a message, and the composer makes sure of this, every piece of music is trying to hide some or show some kind of emotion inside a song. And usually, when you find this emotion, or usually you can find these emotions by listening for the following things. Number one, the notes will change a bit. So usually it's something really noticeable. Not small like a note moves like a tiny bit. Like the notes are moving around like crazy. Like we're moving like we're going da 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 da. That would be a sign that, oh my goodness, there's something really going on here. The that's a sign of the mood of the piece is or the emotions are changing in this piece, right? The tempo gets really fast, really slow all of a sudden. So maybe a piece starts off really sad. And then it gets really fast. Da 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 da. Right? You hear something create a major or minor sound. We talked about that, right? Major, we said, creates a happy sound. Yeah. So, remember, major doesn't always mean happy. Okay, just like minor doesn't always mean sad. But we talked about that before. These are all signs that a piece is trying to show emotion. Now, let's go back and listen to a couple of these examples again, using the new music terms that we know and the ones from before. And let's see if we can describe the music again. Well, we just did Brahms' Lullaby. I did that one for you. So let's take a look at the Chopin Nocturne once again. Now, if you could just base that on the 1 minute alone, you could say that the emotion of that, you could say, and there are a lot of emotions you can choose from: happy, sad, mad. Um, I would say that that one is kind of um not happy or sad, maybe in the middle. Okay, um, which would be kind of content. Content means you're neither happy nor sad. You're just um you're kind of just fine with the way things are. Okay? Um Content is kind of well, content is happiness to a certain way. So I shouldn't say it's not happiness, but it is a form of happiness. So okay, content can be happiness. Never mind. Um, so you could use happiness, content, um, sadness. So that's one way to describe it. The other way was going back in our present PowerPoint. Let's go back. Expression. It's legato, right? It's super smooth. That's for sure. Was it staccato? No, the notes weren't bouncing around in that one. I wouldn't say that. So that's that's a good example of staccato. I mean, sorry, legato. And the tempo was definitely slow, right? Let's listen to one more example. Ode to Joy. Let's get to the part that everybody remembers. Okay, so that one's kind of a giveaway. And by that I mean the title, Ode an die Freude, which means ode to joy, okay, um, by Ludwig van Beethoven, means ode to joy, as I said. The emotion that this song is trying to bring out is happiness, right? And the tempo is fast, and I would say the notes are staccato, right? So again, keep that in mind when you're trying to describe your music. Okay? So again, that's all we have for how to describe. I will send you the assignment details later this afternoon. Please remember, if you need to go over the other elements, to look over the first video. Again, I hope everybody is staying healthy, staying safe, and please take the time to go outside and enjoy the nice weather we're getting. Um, I hope to talk to many of you on Google Hangouts. And take care. Bye.